official stuff. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. NICK mumbling is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air. Cause if you don't vote, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix, so that devil politics mix. So where the fudge you at, punk? Shut the fudge up and back the fudge up while we fudge this track up. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Torn in, now we torn out. Hands up now, hands down. Back up, tell me what you're gonna duck now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you're gonna vote now. Dabbling, 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 dabbling. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. Come on. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. 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 You wanna mess with dabbling in politics? You can't mess with dabbling in politics. Listen, we debate it all every week Saturday night, and this YouTube thing right here. Yo, we're doing it all the time, so you better get some better views and get saved up on your dime. So we got the gang set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school dabble is blasting out the political shit. The back and forth shit, put bounce in the dabble pit. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Torn in, now we torn out. Hands up now, hands down. Back up, tell me what you're gonna duck now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you're gonna vote now. Dabbling, 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 dabbling. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. Come on. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. 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 Hey ladies, where you at? Hey fellas, where you at? And the dabblers that don't give a fuck, where you at?
Hey everybody. Oh shit. Probably should have checked my I can't hear myself. All right, cool. Welcome to my settings. I haven't streamed in forever. You think I would have checked all this shit before I went live. Welcome to Dabbling in Politics for the first time probably since like the first week of this month, and it's the last Sunday in the month, so shit. What's up, Brent? What's up, Kimberly? We'll see. I'm not expecting the best turnout tonight since I put this up about an hour before we went live, and we haven't gone live in weeks, but we'll see what's going on. Let me bring on my co-host, as usual, Mr. Liquid Cryptid. How are we doing, sir?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I could. I mean, I should have messaged
right.
in the private chat. I could see everything in the background, so I knew we were.
They're having the typical problems.
Yeah, why not? It's the magic opening theme. Every time I start one of these streams, I can see like Liquid's name, but I can't see him. And then a few minutes goes by, and there he is. So we're good to go.
What's up?
Anywho, a few quickies. So yeah, we haven't done this in weeks. It's funny, we were gonna, when our 50th was due, our 50th live stream was due, it was Hackamania Sunday. So we asked that. Cryptid was, he wanted to watch it, and I was like, look, man, everyone's going to be either at that thing or watching it, so why even bother? So we were in agreement on that one. Last week, my selfish ass canceled because I got an invite onto Steve Grillo, and then I saw you were on a couple days later, my friend. Good job, by the way.
Thank you.
And so here we are. And then I worked landscaped all weekend. I was fucking exhausted, but that's why this got thrown together. Like we were in communication, but I put the stream out last minute because we weren't even sure what we were doing. Originally, we had planned in kind of like an open panel. We actually had a handful of people lined up for a couple weeks ago, or last week. One of the weeks we had some last week. Yeah, we had some people lined up. I don't know. I'll probably send out some links in a little bit and see if anyone wants to come on. We were gonna do we were gonna do like a bring on people who had been on before, since this is gonna be our 50th and everything. Yeah, I'm getting too old for it. It's my part-time job. People are supposed to have like easy. I remember I used to have a part-time job in a video store. Now my part-time job is landscaping as a molder. So dumb. But without getting too much into it, we're not going to be doing too many of these anymore. In fact, we might just be doing one more. And this has been the week of the breakup. Obviously, this is not a breakup between Liquid Cryptid and I, like Eckel and Rochi and $2 Dan and Big Deb. It's just too much. There's just certain shit going on. We're having trouble scheduling this regularly, as anyone can tell. So I'm not saying I'm not saying we're not gonna do it. You know, if we feel like doing, obviously, but I don't want to. You know, Cryptid's blowing up with his shit, and I don't want to keep like canceling shit all the time on him and stuff like that. So,
Oh no, it's fine with the canceling of things. It's just life gets in the way, people.
yeah, there's, as Jake Hudson would say, life being life. So,
yeah, well, no, we're not at
oh, that's what
at
you meant.
all.
No, we get along fantastic. Yeah, I actually just kind of sprung certain shit on him. Well, Crypto was very nice. He was even saying like, you know, this could be the last one. And I was like, nah, I'm hoping we can schedule the last one, not just like throw it together. So, and honestly, part of it is, this is a small part of it, but I'm hardly paying attention to politics anymore with
Dude,
shit
same.
going on.
Honestly,
So I feel like a hack if I'm doing a show and I'm not like paying attention to what the fuck's
yeah,
going
like
on.
the last
Yeah.
few months,
Yeah.
a lot of the times we've been skipping them just because it's like, well, the only thing going on is Iran.
Yeah. So,
And I was going to say this last week. It was last week during the week. Hannity was on while I was in the car before I'd switched over. I was like, I'll listen to a little Hannity, and he went into Iran, and he maybe spent 2-3 minutes on it, and then continued
Yeah.
on. Even like the big guys, even the people that talk about this shit aren't fucking paying attention to Iran anymore. They just give a quick update. Oh, they agreed to a ceasefire or whatever, and then move on. And then the next day, oh, they didn't agree to a ceasefire, and then move on. It's like nobody's covering it. It's the only thing in the news.
yeah. And it's up and down, up and down. I mean, God, it's awful. What happened last night was awful. Thankfully, nobody was really hurt, bad, or killed, but that actually gave us something that we had a Joey C video planned. And, next week, if we go live next week, Cryptid has something in the works that looks interesting, so we'll cover that. But then after that, if nothing else happened, we're probably back to where we fucking started, you know. But yeah, I've really enjoyed. I appreciate Cryptid doing this with me. For those of you that don't know, I'll give a brief thing how we met. I think Cryptid and I are two of the only people who kind of watch John's political show on the regular, and I used to be one of the only people that would send in like a $2 or $5 super chat, like question or comment that was real during the political show. And Biden was president during the time, and yeah, sure, I'm more of a lefty, but we've been through this a million times. Can't stand the Dems, so I would be critical of things going on. So John Ojeda and fucking Karen, John would always be like, "Yeah, you're a fucking Trump-a-loon, Nick. You're this," and so Cryptid would start. Everyone knew I wasn't. So Cryptid would put like a laughing emoji face, like letting me know he saw it. And anyway, so we started having.
It's an X post at Nick every time John would call him a Trumper, and I'd tag him in it with a bunch of smiley faces and laughing and stuff like that. I would keep calling him, and I'd call him a Trumper.
So I even have, God, I got the clip. God, maybe I'll dig it out for next week. Or I got John calling me the biggest Republican in the Dabbleverse at one point.
Did he? I don't
yes.
know. I should probably look that one up.
Yeah. What's funny is it wasn't even it was only reason I have it is because that was during the whole fake mumbling Nick fiasco, and it wasn't even a political show when he said it. Like, I think he was acting like he was getting PI information on me, and he's like, you know what, mumbling Nick, you are a Republican. In fact, you might be the biggest Republican in the Dabbleverse, or something to that. So I was like, Jesus Christ.
And I can't disagree with him. you crazy Republican.
Yeah,
I mean, you heard what I mean. You know you're after that SPLC money.
Oh yeah, it's pouring in. That's the real reason. I don't need to do this. I don't need the big bucks coming in for this show anymore, dude. I got that fucking money coming in. Yeah, no, I know, no, me and Eckel. Pretty soon, no, the fuck. So the turn. Good to see you, Deadpool. So
there's no turn.
No turn. I trust me, if there was a scheduled turn, we would have tried to put it up for like ahead of time for clout or something. Not that anyone would care, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's so I still like I don't know what's gonna. My situation's kind of up in the air. That's the biggest reason for all this. So I still at the moment I plan on jumping on with people here and there. Like I even have a couple invites during the week this week, and I might do them or at least one of them. I just I my because of life, my schedule is going to be too chaotic where I be able to regularly schedule things. So it's already started as this show has been very sporadic since the end of last year. So it's only just going to get even more sporadic. So it's not it's not fair to Cryptid. It's not and not that he cares. He could care less, as he said. But it's nothing I want to. It's just better if don't even have to think about it and I assume if something big happens in the news, in political, and Krypton and I both of it, I would love to go live with him here, and you know what I mean, to do it like just
Yeah,
not a regular thing, like
yeah, it's just not going to be
yeah,
a regularly
yeah,
scheduled show at
just
all.
one
It
off sort of shit, like here and
might
there.
pop up anytime during the week if something big happens that we both want to talk about.
Yeah. Instead of trying to squeeze stuff when there's like sometimes there's nothing there. I mean, it seemed like we did all right at the beginning because there was certain Doge and all this juicy
Oh, there was
stuff
stuff going on.
yeah. And then it was tariffs for weeks. And remember that? We're like, what the fuck are we going to talk about, dude? I don't want to talk about tariffs. Do you want to talk about tariffs? Like, no.
Exactly. That's when it really first started to
Yeah.
go downhill with
Yeah.
the because at first, when Trump first got in, there's a lot to talk about, especially reactions and stuff. Then after a while, it's just like, okay, for these entire month, it was tariffs, and now it's Iran, and it's like,
yeah.
I'm not just going to jump on a show just to say stuff because we got a show at this time.
And then we had Epstein for a little bit, and that'd be juice
Yeah.
here and there. But then it was like we made our point so many times, there was nothing else to say. It was like I knew where he stood, he knew where I stand. What else are we going to say on the matter?
Well, we could have faked some arguments.
Yeah, sure. I know. I don't think we ever had. I think we had like one. We never had any real arguments. I think we had one or two semi-heated debates.
Yeah,
on
we
certain
had a
things.
couple of heated discussions, but I wouldn't call it
Yeah,
anything.
I think
an
the
actual
ice rings a bell. I
argument.
remember when the ice killings were going on.
And a lot of it was agree to disagree by the end because we
Yeah.
kept going around in circles. So it's like after the third loop, it's just like, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. So, and as I brought up earlier, and he brought up earlier, like I used to be obsessed with politics. Like it's kind of like
Yeah, same.
when I first realized how the corruption worked, like years and years ago. Like I was like watching everything, taking everything, and blah blah blah. And when we started this show, I was still into it. It's just you got two jobs, like he's got jobs. It's like you can't watch what you can watch, right? And now it's like I got so much going on, and I'm like he says, it's Iran. I'm bored with it. As stupid as that sounds, so
I'm bored with the war.
Well, yeah.
That's going on. Actually, the most interesting thing to come out of the whole Iran stuff is as I said, the Iranian propaganda. Like I just saw one the other day where they said that this 60-year-old Vietnam era fighter jet piloted by some Iranian was able to go in behind American lines, dodge a bunch of shit, drop a couple of World War II era bombs on something, and make it back. And I'm just like, no. Like, no. That did not happen. But stuff like that is like, that's the only stuff that I find funny about the Iran thing. The Iran war is all the Iranian propaganda.
Yeah. You know what I saw oh, no, Israel did not get to me. But thank you, Brent.
Nope. Well, yeah. SPLC, man. We also get money by the SPLC.
All right.
Although I haven't really been talking that much about the Jews and the blacks. So, I mean, that's going to ramp up now that we're not going to be doing a show.
Yeah.
I get that SPLC money.
I'm gonna I gotta look more into this before next week. This SPLC. I don't know a lot about it, to be honest with you, man.
Well, remember the thing we did where that one group that was funding all the left-wing influencers?
Yeah.
Well, the SPLC has been funding like KKK and Aryan Nation and various fascist groups in the United States for their to get them to go out and actually do stuff and be visibly racist. So that stuff like Patriot Front, where they're all masked up and walking around with their flags and stuff and doing their thing like anti-Semitism and stuff like that. Well, apparently they were actually funded by SPLC to do that.
Jesus.
And as I said, and there was that other the Aryan group that would go around with the swastikas and stuff. There's remember there's like a dozen of them They all wore a mask except the one guy that's like the bald head and he didn't wear a mask.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
those?
Yeah.
Also funded by
That's
SPLC
true.
to do
Okay.
that, so that the SPLC can go back and it seems like parts of Charlottesville were actually also funded by SPLC, like the Unite the Right. A lot of that was
Ah,
funded by SPLC as well.
nice. All right. Yeah,
Well,
well,
the
definitely.
thing is like after Charlottesville, they started getting more than like their revenue went up by like 100 million or something like that. So basically, what it is they get more donations with the more racist people that they're able to actually call out.
Jesus.
So they fund all these racist groups to go be visible so that they can call them out and get more donations.
Gotcha. So yeah, all right. So next week we can do that, and I'm sure there'll even be more news on the Trump guy. I heard a manifesto came out, but something
I
to do
haven't
with
seen the manifesto.
Epstein. But here's what sucks. I heard my wife listen as I went to go in the shower. I heard my wife, and it was clearly Saga from Breaking Points. But then I listened to the Breaking Points video in the shower, and their latest one was from like this morning, and nothing about it. So I don't know what she was watching, but that's a. So here's what I figure we can do. We'll do the Joey C thing first, and then we'll cover the Trump thing as much as we want, then just end it. Is that cool with you?
Or we can just cover the Trump thing now and then go into Joey C.
Okay, sure, whichever one you want, man.
Oh, there's not much to it right now, obviously.
Gotcha. Yeah, we could briefly talk about
OG Communist Nick.
Glad to see OG Communist Nick. I haven't seen you in a while. He used to pop up in Echo Stream every so while.
Oh, okay. Damn, I'm upset that I didn't make an account called that.
I know who it is. It's a good guy. I won't tell anybody. No.
Well, I figured.
I just mean it's not like one of my trolls that hates me. It's a troll that likes me, sort of.
Well, that's kind of exactly what I figured, honestly.
Yeah, I'll catch it. Yeah,
because it's not very. But what are we talking about? Oh yeah, what I heard last night, preliminary. Everything's preliminary right now, right? Was that it was a teacher from California who's a Palestinian activist.
Yeah, I have a. So why don't we? I think I have the Breaking Points video if you want. So I don't know, or we could just talk about it. It's
well, there's not much to talk about really. Right?
Yeah, this will probably be more of a. I think we could probably do more in the next week once more shit comes out. The only thing here's basically what I got. Yeah, it was a guy from he was teacher of the. It's funny, usually they're like teacher of the year. Apparently, this guy was teacher of the month for 1 month in 2024. Like, what teacher has him in teacher of the month? But
well, good for him.
Yeah, he's from California. Just overhearing the manifesto, my wife, like, YouTube terms of service, they're not allowed to read the manifesto on YouTube. So I think Saga, I believe it was Saga, it sounded just like him, was given a broad, basically there's some kind of, it sounds like the guy may have been doing it because of Epstein, or claiming he was doing it because of the Epstein files. I don't know, something like that. It's almost like this whole thing's crazy, because the other story that they focused on was the lack of security. And like how, like, Saga, the video I watched with Saga, because he's been to these things, and he's like, you usually hit 4 checkpoints as a member of the press before you get to that point where that guy was. And he just, and I think it was, what's her face? Last name is Sanders. I can't stand her. But she's one of those fucking MSNBC chicks. Simone Sanders, she was there, and she put out this whole thing like how nobody even checked their tickets or this or that. She got on the elevator until like she got there, and usually it's like all these stops. So it's fucking somebody. Kash Patel dropped the ball. Whoever's in charge of that fucking yeah.
But yeah, that was my big question too. It's like, how did he even get that far? Like, how do you even get on the grounds with a gun?
Yeah, 100%. Deadful, I never told anybody it was you. You're outing yourself, OG Communist Nick.
The other thing, I guess like Wolf Blitzer was like right next to him when he started shooting. And I guess Wolf put out a thing saying that he was afraid that he was the one that the guy was trying to shoot.
Oh, jeez.
And Medicare brought it up, and he's like, Wolf, nobody even knows who the fuck you are anymore. You're just some crazy gray-haired guy sitting there. You think you're at a press conference with the president of the United States and you're the one they're gunning for?
Yeah, that's what. So here's the thing. Yeah, I remember like people are like, well, there's the press, there's members of Congress or whatever. Who's the target? Sure, fair question. but it's also the first one of these Trumps attended. So that's my number one assumption is it would be him, you know. And then the shit's so weird. So I didn't watch it yet. I actually might check it out. I was scrolling the other day, and Pat Dixon had on Haley from Pretty Antisocial,
Yeah, pretty
and they
interesting.
were actually watching a Young Turks video, and it was apparently you may know about this, but you may not because I haven't been paying much attention. But what's his face put out something on a conspiracy on the first Trump assassination attempt, the one where he got hit in the air. Fuck. Oh my god. Tucker Carlson. Which was, so I didn't watch it, so obviously I can't like talk too much about it. But they were watching the Young Turks talk about it, so I did see TYT put out something. TYT's become like, especially Jank and Anna, they've become all buddy with Tucker lately. It's fucking weird. But I don't know if Tucker, like the speculation that Tucker might try to run for president. So I don't know if he's trying to distance himself from Trump more lately. But apparently he put out some conspiracy thing questioning shit that happened in the first shooting. And we've had this talk, dude. I never once thought it was a fake fucking shooting or anything like that.
Right.
I still don't. I haven't seen what Tucker put out, but I don't trust Tucker anyway. So
Dude literally died.
right. And the one thing I said I would give people is the first, because his ear wasn't too badly mangled, is I did the original report was that part of that really what hit his ear was part of a teleprompter. Maybe that was it. He just wanted to say whatever. Either way, I don't care. The dude was shot at, right?
Right.
So
that's what I hate when people say that. They're like, well, it was just a piece of the teleprompter, not the bullet. And it's like, he was still fucking shot at.
yeah. So
who cares what it was that hit his ear? They were shooting at him.
So like I'm not much of a, like there's a couple conspiracies in the world I believe are possible, but I'm not. And I admit there were things that were weird because I said I remember when Trump ran for president, someone ran on stage and he looked scared to death, but then he gets shot at and he's doing the fist pump. So it was, but it could have been adrenaline. Who the fuck knows what's going through your head at that point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've personally never been shot at, so
yeah. So I would,
you know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you what the mindset is of doing that. Like you might have, yeah, as you said, adrenaline got up there, you know, the rally's going on, the people are there. He wants to get up and go fight.
Yeah,
Probably
I've done stupid shit. Yeah,
probably got into the car and went, what the fuck? Or, you know, maybe a couple hours later when he calmed down a little bit.
I think I told this story, and it's a lot less.
Doing?
Right.
Yeah.
This is a lot less scale of getting shot at, but I think I've told the story on here before where I used to work on like a warehouse receiving dock, and I got my brother a job there, and he's unloading these fucking huge fucking heavy crates. Like they hold fucking data storage fucking unit fucking doors and all this shit. And he's on like a power jack rider, and he hits the lip of the ramp, and the thing is teetering. And I fucking start running like I'm gonna stop it. And these things are thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
And luckily my brother pulled out of the way and it fell like right in front of me. And I still remember my fucking friend and coworker looks right at me and goes, dude, what the fuck were you gonna do if you got there in time? It's like, I don't know. Fucking
crushed.
I thought my brother was gonna get crushed, so I ran at it. And it's like I couldn't have stopped it, but you know. So you don't think when shit happens. So Trump probably wasn't thinking. But I get it. Like I said, this weird. I don't know why Secret Service let him stand there. All this stuff. And now one of the big theories is now look, because Trump wants that ballroom where this thing will be held from the future, and it's going to be bulletproof and have security. And it's like, oh my god, that's the new conspiracy. And I get it. It's fucking weird that all this shit keeps happening like that. But I still can't force myself to believe that all this stuff is fucking, what, did they pay some guy to fucking I just can't believe that stuff. I don't know.
I mean, the circumstances of him getting there with a gun is weird to begin with.
That's what I mean. There's enough weird stuff where I get what people are doing, but
it might have been somebody somewhere maybe facilitating him getting in and probably assassinating, you know, somebody within the system that maybe doesn't like Trump. I could see, facilitating this guy getting in with the gun and going through. Like I could see something like that.
It's
But as
weird.
a conspiracy to get the ballroom,
Right. Like, does he want
that
the?
doesn't even make sense.
No, like, does he want the ballroom? That it's already like, because they're like people are like, all right, Trump mentioned some lady with a lawsuit. That literally Saga's like, I don't know what he's talking about here, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't know, it's fucking weird. But anyway, we'll talk more about this next week as we get more information. Um, yeah, I think we have next week's 2 stories already set up, so it'll probably be this and the one your group funding the
That one
white.
might actually go long. I'm going to do some research on it. As I said, mostly it's going to be the part about Nick Fuentes and
Okay.
Candace Owens that he goes over.
Gotcha.
And as I said in the chat, that's sort of like he kind of hits. Both of these could be like a total week long of everyday streams for us to go over both of those people. But Medicare does a pretty good job of just hitting the high points, and it really sort of shows you, because I know you're not super familiar with Fuentes or Owens.
Well, yeah, I'm more obviously I know who they are at a high level. Listen, but I don't listen.
Right,
to them,
right. Where I've
yeah,
known who these people are for years,
yeah.
And Medicare hits all those points. Except just hits the high points, and I think it would be fun to give you the reason why, like how both Krishan and I do not like Fuentes or Owens,
right?
And that'll be a good primer to show you why, because they're terrible people.
Sounds good. And then maybe we'll give me a few more days. Maybe we'll get some guests on next week too.
And then you can watch it. The video is 3 hours, but it's only maybe a little less than 2, because he does all the super chats at the end, and those usually run about. He gets about 8,000-9,000 people watching, and he does all the super chats at the end, so it takes over an hour to get through all the super chats.
Yeah, when I saw it this morning, I was landscaping and I clicked on it. I'm like, oh shit, 3 hours. I'm like, I don't know if I have time to watch this after work. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
The last little over an hour, you don't really have to listen to. It's just super chats. Although it's fun to listen to it, because people ask how he's doing with his life, because he is dying. Well, he's actually doing better now. He's kind of on the mend.
Mm-hmm.
But for the past few years, like he's been, he like broke his back just by sitting, because his bones become so frail.
Oh no!
That he actually had like a clamshell, like a turtle shell, he called it, keeping him erect. Yeah, he's been in a wheelchair for several years. The doctors don't know what it is. He's got something going on, and it's basically got the symptoms of like a combination of cancer and AIDS, but he has neither.
That's fucking crazy. I was gonna ask if he had that thing that Mick Mars of Motley Crue. I know he's got something where his skeleton's all fucking fucked up or whatever. But yeah, not sure. All right. Let's get some lighthearted in this. Let's get some Joey C going.
This is Joey C from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's another absolute failure. I try to focus on his problems with the First Amendment. I don't know if you watched it yet.
No, the best part, I have not watched this, so I'm looking forward to
all right.
Yeah, getting my real time.
Keep in mind, I took out all the parts where he's just basically yelling and screaming about. I wanted to do like 3 supercuts. I wanted to do this one that you're watching, another one with all the Dabbleverse stuff in it, and another one with just his actual, like, what it was set up that he was actually supposed to be talking about. I wanted to see the time difference, and because it's mostly yelling about the Dabbleverse stuff, even though the thumbnail was, he's still on the rent is too high type of thing, and we need leadership and all this sort of stuff. But it's mostly ranting about American Cupcake and fucking Rochi and Eckel and all those people.
Did you see he was on, I think he was on with, I can't remember the show. I think it might have been Husey. And Joey was one of the guests. I saw Joey in the thumbnail and I put it on and he's not there. And I think he showed up like an hour late or half hour later.
Joey versus Rochi.
And then Rochi comes on And I've seen that fight 1,000 times, and I'm like, somebody later was like, Rochi, you got to come up with new material. You got to come after new stuff to go after Joey. And I'm like, fair. But the fact that Joey keeps falling for the same, Joey, stop responding to that. Joey, don't. I love you, buddy. Don't respond to that shit. He knows you're gonna respond every time, so he brings up the same shit every single time.
It's a wild thing. If, as I said, if this breaks out of the fucking Dabbleverse, like this Dabbleverse stuff is so far below where he needs to be. It's like if this goes national and he becomes like a nationally known person, the criticisms he's getting from the Dabbleverse are not even a blip on the radar of what's going to be coming his way from an opponent, from a presidential opponent.
I mean, he was fighting with Big Black this week too, and that wasn't good. He's got to pump the brakes, Joey.
I first started off with his whole opening because this is supposed to be a presidential thing, but he still uses his fucking Dabbleverse opening on it. So you can kind of fast forward through this if you want. I just put it on there because I thought it was funny.
No, I mean, we can leave it.
He's got the American flag, and he's going to. And this is like him want to be talking about, policy.
It's funny. Yeah, you need a separate opening, Joey. Separate opening.
You got Stats for Nerds up.
Oops. Get off.
Right. There's an X right up there.
There we go.
Remember, this is a political speech that he's going to be doing.
Before I go any further, I had a meeting tonight with 4K. 4K and I met today. We sat across the table. We met for 4 hours. And 4K brought me this.
Oh, 4K. How'd that go? Did that go well?
They had a nice sit-down meeting. They had a bit of a summit. Joey and the puppet.
I see the puppet handlers in here. Maybe we can get the puppet in the chat after.
The puppet gave him a hat.
Yeah, the 4K 2K.
It's a gift. If you want to see it, here it is. I told him that I'm going to blow it up. This is the hat 4K gave me.
There you go, Joey.
You guys see it? He made hats. Those puppets really think I'm stupid and think I'm going to debate him. I told him today, in fact, sitting across the table for 4K. And 4K is a total homosexual because he tried to grope me. Now, 4K's handler is not gay, straight as an arrow, but that puppet is a menace. And I had to deal with it for 4 hours.
This doesn't sound psychotic at all.
Joey.
Doesn't it all sound crazy? He says the same thing about Tukey, too. I love Rocco, but Tukey's an asshole.
I don't know how Joey gets mad at us when we say we don't take this seriously. When we don't think he's taking this seriously. He's talking about being groped by a puppet, and he won't debate a puppet on what's supposed to be a serious video.
Why is he bringing up a puppet?
Yeah. Right, like you said.
Bring it up at all.
If he somehow makes it on the national scene, this is the shit that they're going to dig up.
Yeah, they're going to look at this and go, okay, this guy's obviously like crazy or slow, or he's definitely got problems where he's like upset with a fucking puppet.
Right.
But the guy who runs the puppet, he's fine with.
Granted, this is the kind of shit that can make you go viral if you make it onto the thing. But that's, again, why I have trouble accepting he's taking it seriously. The actual act of running for president and becoming president seriously. This might be one of your better or longer running, I'm not saying works, Joey, one of your plans? I don't know.
And I even had to take Big Lou with me. I had to take Big Lou with me just in case things got out of hand, so I don't have to, I wanted to blow that puppet up. I really
4K,
did.
2K ad tomorrow.
Here, wear this.
Folks.
I said, I can't wear that. It says, "Make America Green Again," and it's got 4K and 2K on it. He gave me hats for everybody in my family.
28.
So I just thought I'd put that out there. And one thing I talked about with 4K, I said I don't know. Most people think this is a work, or I'm just not for real. But he says I know it's for real because you really filed and you can't play with something like that. And he's 100%.
Why would we
right.
think this is real?
Yeah, I saw Cupcake. So I remember a few weeks ago I said, allegedly, or I said supposedly Joey filed, because I had no idea. I saw the email he put up. It looked legit, but I saw American Cupcake say that I think he and Kahuna did look into it, or maybe him and Deadpool looked in. He is registered. He did file. So I guess that's 100%.
I've never said anything different.
Right? Yeah, I think because
that is accurate.
Somebody Rochi said he didn't. He's not running. I think somebody brought this up. Might have been Cupcake as well. Rochi keeps. I think he's getting mistaken with being on the ballot with registering. Because Joey's obviously not on any ballots yet, but right. he has filed to run. So
officially filed in July of last year. Now my work is getting on the ballot, that's what I'm working on. That's my next plea. And I'm finding the one thing that make president candidates stand out. So, the three branches of government: executive, judicial, and legislature. You understand?
Oh, this is fantastic.
There's your answer.
You're gonna love this.
Okay? And I'm gonna tell you why, what I learned my technique is. Let's all face it. Everybody thinks I'm not really the brightest guy in the room. And I don't do well in classrooms. So I have a part-time campaign manager that is a former. He worked on the Obama administration when he was running, and he doesn't want his name out there because he's not my full-time campaign manager. But he says, I know you
think
pretty
it's a
well.
Dabbleverse person?
Yeah, there's no way this person probably volunteered for Obama, like I volunteered for Bernie.
That's what I'm thinking. He's probably just like a regular volunteer because he's with that website where like independent campaign people kind of can get in touch with people to do things for them.
Okay. Yeah, so
it's actually a pretty great website. Joey's talked about it before. And it's like a pretty great thing where they can get you, where if you're running independently and you're not financed or anything, they'll have people who have worked on campaigns and stuff and will help you volunteer their time to help you.
That's good. So maybe it isn't if he's using that website, it might not be a Dabbleverse person. I'm just guessing he's probably making this person sound a little higher up in the Obama's campaign. Not that he gave much detail, but yeah, it was probably somebody that volunteered for Obama, something like that. Who knows?
And Deadpool, calm down. You're getting ahead of everything. You're spoiling it for Nick.
I remember the other day somebody asked Joey the 4 branches of government again or something. He's like, I know it, but did I just say 4? I saw baseball.
Yes,
I'm thinking 4 bases. The 3 branches of government. And Joey's like, I know him, but I'm not gonna say it. And he's like, I'll just tell you this: the judicial is the president one. I was like,
yeah,
Joey,
I remember that. That was like a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
that's the easiest one to remember. It's like in the title. Think the courts, Joey.
like
Judge, judicial. Yeah. Oh.
He says, in your style of learning is, you got to take what's your best asset? What do you know about everything? He was baseball. So make everything into a baseball diamond and learn everything. So he said, let's make the executive part, they're the players. The judicial part, that's the umpire, the legislator, that'll be the owners. And just put that in your mind and do it in baseball, and it all came. He's right. So I think of everything now as a baseball game. That's what I do. So,
how?
Or you could just know the 3 branches.
Yeah, that doesn't even work for me. And I'm a big baseball guy. I mean, legislative. So Congress is the owners. I don't.
Maybe I don't even want to hazard a fucking. I don't even. I mean, the officials being the judiciary does kind of make sense in this.
Yeah, it's the only one.
This
but
sort
then,
of
yeah,
thing, but yeah, the others are just like.
Yeah, then he's pretty much saying that the White House are the players, right? Is that what he said? I'm trying to remember which ones he said were what.
I don't know, man. I mean, if you want to rewind it, if you really want to.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's only 16 minutes. This is like an over 2-hour stream.
Yeah.
I was
What's
able to pull 16 minutes of interesting stuff out of it.
I don't know if he says anything more, but what's funny is he still didn't explain what was what. He just explained what his analogies were. Like he didn't.
It's the way he remembers it.
Yeah.
Captain Deadpool. Check out Deadpool.
Oh my god. Who's on first? Gonna do an Abbott Costello fucking thing.
The First Amendment, I would never mess with that, but it needs to be revised. Most of the amendments need to be
Who's gonna mess
revised. They
with
have to today's times. So I don't think that it's being not normal to do that, and I will do my best to make sure that it's rewritten into today's times, which means I'm calling for to a lot of people that use that First Amendment right and think they can get away with everything. We need to change that. We need to specify what could get away, because it's out of control. And people go to that really quick, and it's a wonderful thing. I love this country, but it needs to be revised. And I'm telling you that's my opinion. It's going to be a hard fight, but I think something written 250 years ago might need to be looked at to be rewritten. I don't think I'm out of line for saying that. I really don't. And there's a lot of amendments that need to be adjusted.
Oh boy.
I'm not saying about never doing away with it, because it's a great right for the American
There's
people.
a lot of amendments that need to be adjusted, but the first is pretty solid. And also, Joey should look up ChatGPT how exactly to amend an amendment. Because the president doesn't really have that power.
No, like so I used to I volunteered on this thing called Wolfpack, where they were trying to add an amendment to get money out of politics. And dude, that thing's been going on for years and years, and you need like 2/3 of the states to pass it, and then like Congress to. It's like such a fucking massive thing.
It's got to be very, very, very extremely specifically defined.
Yeah.
And then it's got to get passed, and then it's got to go through a Continental Congress in order to get it passed. Where that 2/3 of the states representatives have to pass it. It's a lot more than just it's a lot more than the president saying, "Hey, we should do something about this because there's these guys in England and they're talking shit about me, so we need to do something about that."
All I can tell you is when I volunteered, I was in my I want to say it was in my 30s, and it had been going on for years, and now I'm like in my mid to late 40s, and there are a handful of states that have passed it, but that's it. It's not a lot.
But I think it needs to be revised. And I think some people that are reserved, and some people that are understanding, and some people that think things through thoroughly will agree. He's right. It does need to be some changes.
After that. Yeah.
And that's what I'm one of the things I would try to do.
So what do you think,
everybody has a
Nick?
path. And I believe that my end path is this right here. This is my calling, to run for president.
Do we need to update and revise the First Amendment?
No, that one's pretty solid. That's my favorite amendment, to be honest with you.
But you don't understand.
Yeah.
People are picking on Joey.
Like that's like
people are saying nasty things about Mr. Joseph Samuel Catalano here.
In theory, I can fully admit that obviously so much has changed. I mean, the 18th Amendment banned alcohol, the 21st Amendment made it legal again. So it's like we've done shit, slavery, we've changed stuff as the times have gone on. But man, they nailed the first one pretty fucking good. Like pretty much like the only restrictions are like, the fire in a fucking crowded like dangerous shit. Like literally dangerous shit, not hurt my feelings shit.
Actually, the fire in the crowded theater is not accurate. You can yell fire in a crowded theater.
Interesting.
Especially if there is a fire.
Yes, I thought you were going to say that stipulated was kind of like interpreted later on, which could be true. I don't really know.
No. It's the thing is you can't cause you can't intentionally cause a what is it? If you intentionally cause was like a riot or I forget exactly the terminology, but you can't scare people into it's on the tip of my brain. Basically you can't cause a huge disturbance that will cause people to be injured, especially running out. So you can yell. So you yell fire in a crowded theater, say as the example, and nobody does anything, then you're fine. You yell
Gotcha.
fire in a crowded theater, and there's a stampede of people, and people are getting trampled and stuff, and there's
Killed.
injury
Yeah.
going out. Now that's where you're fucked up.
Gotcha.
You're not going to actually get any charge for yelling the fire inside. Well, not
Yeah. It all depends
not
how the
inciting
crowd
a
reacts.
riot,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Gotcha.
it depends on the reaction and stuff. But mostly, if you try to cause some shit in a theater, they're just going to trespass you and kick you the fuck out.
Gotcha.
President, because I feel that I'm the chosen one, because I'm going to give the fight, the honest fight that this needs to put this back right. This way, our great forefathers that are in their resting tombs, they can say, now this country is the way we predicted it to be. And that's my goal. They say, does President Trump deserve to be on Mount Rushmore? That's the big thing that's going around. I said no. At one point, I might have said yes. But after 2028, when I'm elected, and I start the office in January 2029. And
those are the important things. who's on Mount Rushmore? I know that's what people in the unemployment line are worried about. People struggling to pay the utilities.
I mean, gas prices are starting to come back down again, thankfully.
Well, you know what I mean. The people that are stressed about stuff, they're not stressed about.
What I'm really
Mount
worried
Rushmore.
about is whether Trump is going to be on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. If you're struggling right now, I don't think you care about Mount Rushmore.
Which
I
would say. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if the average American could name all four presidents on Mount Rushmore. So I don't think people care that much.
And also, that was a huge public works that actually was stopped. It was never finished. So
yeah, that's true too. Right?
We're not adding another head.
Yeah,
we're not even. We haven't finished the ones that are on there.
And I've seen movies. It looks like it's a lot smaller than people think and everything too. It's not this. Yeah. Who knows? All right. Anyway, and we all know, whatever you think of Trump, we all know he's got a big ego. So it is what it is. But I don't think that's the big thing everyone's talking about.
And I go for my second term in 2032.
Oh shit! Joey's getting reelected. Fuck yeah!
Absolutely. He has not even on a single ballot, but he's already going to be reelected. And Deadpool saying stuff like, kill all the Jews, that's fine. Saying, kill that Jew there, not good.
Gotcha. Yeah. Threats. All right.
Right.
Joey, I do love the confidence, Joey. I do love the confidence.
Yeah, now somebody clip that. I want that clip. I might clip that. Send it to the SPLC.
32, you'll start for the second term. And I get that. And I do everything that I say that's going to happen. And I do this right by this country. And I get everything back the way it was. I think my picture should be on Rushmore. I'll be the next president that should be on there.
Picture? It's not a picture, Joey.
The bust. But anyway, maybe one of us should go visit Mount Rushmore with a picture of Joey C. Go stick it on there. Take a picture of it.
Oh my god.
I should be on the $100 bill as well. They'll change me to that too.
He should.
Give me
Benjamin Franklin. We need Joseph Catalano.
Yeah. Where's he going?
This is
Mr. President.
He fucking just walks away. He's supposed to be doing a political thing. This is like Joey, if you're watching, because we know he watches this. This is why we keep saying make videos, and also don't put it on your fucking Catalano TV channel. I'm just sitting here watching this. Go, what the fuck is going on? Like, and you're sitting here wondering, and you're mad at me and Nick for saying you're not taking this seriously. Look at what we're looking at.
Yeah, like I said, I get not being thrilled, but this is what you give us. Like, we give you real advice, Joey, and to your credit, I always appreciate you tell people that we give you real advice, and you take some of it, dismiss some of it, and that's what you're supposed to do. But it's very hard to consider yourself taking it seriously. I mean, you're already calling for a re-election, yourself on Mount Rushmore, yourself on the $100 bill. You're not even on a ballot yet, brother. One step, baby steps. Baby steps.
And I want to answer Deadpool real quick. Sure. I edit John videos as well, so I'm kind of getting I'm getting immune. I'm building up a callus to retardation.
Oh my god. I I made him. I've been going on with Jake a little bit. I made peace. I felt bad about everything I did, and he felt bad. And man, he did something the other day. I was like, "Fuck! It sucks. I can't make videos anymore." It's like, God damn it. He's a bunch of times he'll make like this noise. He's like, and he's usually like he's throwing a tantrum. And he's usually not on screen when he does it, but he was finally on screen, so I got to see what he looks like when he does it. It was just kind of funny. It was very
Yeah, I
cute.
know. I was doing those Jacob Ridged videos there for a little bit. I don't know if you saw any of them. It's like I basically took out all the dead air,
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
the
yeah,
music and
yeah.
everything, and brought it down. And they actually made Jake fairly listenable and funny, but
Yeah,
nobody was.
dude, there's
nobody
good
was,
stuff. Right. Yeah, that's the thing.
nobody was watching them.
I got a few people that like it, but it's not like it. I got a handful of people that always requested me doing it, but it was just a handful of people. And yeah, Jake's got like part of me was like I'll take out. I did the dead air thing a couple times, and then you can just consume Jake in like 15 minutes, and there's some funny shit in there, man. Jake's fucking funny and entertaining sometimes. Absolutely.
And it is really quick to edit as well.
Yeah.
And because I just look at the waveforms and just take out the
100% what I did, dude. 100%. Yep.
But also, if I see any kind of little stuff in the waveform, I always try to boost the volume on that to see if there's anything going on that he's talking about.
Yeah. Sometimes there's some background shit going on. Yeah, it's kind of
Right.
funny. Love you, Jake. Hope you enjoyed your final D-Live stream today. I got messaged on like 18 times while I was at work.
Oh yeah, D-Live when it was going away.
Yeah. I think he did his last ever. It's funny, not to get off track, but Jake, I think he did D-Live like for years, but I remember so many times he'd trash it, but as soon as he found out they were leaving, he's like, I love D-Live. We're a fan.
Well,
like,
yeah, D-Live started off as sort of a not as dictatorial as Twitch. They wanted to be like a Twitch thing for gaming, but not have so many strict rules. And then they just started bringing in more and more of the rules, so it just basically became Twitch. In which case, why would you go to a place with the same rules as Twitch and not just go on Twitch? Where there's fewer, where there's more people. So they just kind of went under. I remember when they first started, man. That D-Live was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know where I was. I never heard of him. I only know because of Jake. What's up, Mr. Balmont? Good to see you, buddy. You need help. I'm sorry,
telling you,
man.
Brent, if you take out all the dead air, it just condenses it down to just Jake. It's actually kind of funny and entertaining.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Brent. He streams so much. They're not all home runs. There are some that are just, there's literally nothing. It's just him thanking everybody and hope everyone's being safe, and just his catchphrases, dead air, and then the show's over. But there's some good stuff in there too. That's why I used to edit stuff with Jake too, just to put out the hidden gems. But it's a small audience. What can you do?
As I stated, I started to file for my clemency in the state of Florida, and basically to get a full pardon to get my rights back in the state of Florida. So part of the clemency board, I had to go get official documents. I'll have to take my green screen off. And give me a minute.
Oh, here we go. Keep an eye on the background.
Because I hope people are starting to take me more serious. And I'm telling you right now, before all you, I was a piece of shit. I mean, what I don't understand is you come after me, and especially a lot of the other shows, but they do the same thing and worse than what I do.
He started this,
but nobody calls them out.
5 in the morning. This was a 2-hour show that started at 5 in the morning. By the way,
did he pull an all-nighter? Is that his real apartment?
No idea.
This
is his new house. Yeah, this is his new
Wow,
place.
that ain't a bad-looking place, man.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, good for you, Joey.
But it is like probably around 6-ish in the morning by this point of the video.
Gotcha.
That's what I don't get. But here's the thing. I can't worry about that no more. I can't worry about how you feel, how they feel. I just can't. I've got a campaign to run. I've got to get people on board to work with me. Again, I told you people, if you want to give me any money, I would appreciate you sending the money here. So it goes into the official campaign bank. Every dollar counts so I can get to the next level. So I'm telling you, if you're going to send me a super chat or a super chat, send it to this. This way it goes in the fund and I could call the bank when I need to buy stuff I need. Okay, you got me. I'm a convicted liar. The reason they do it because they think they're untouchable in their country and that we can't do nothing to them. Think again. The more power and more political context I make, I'm going to be able to call the government. I'm just going to drop them what these two guys, this is what they go by, and let them be under investigation. Let them crawl up their ass with a microscope. And I'm going to imagine some
Is this Rochi and the pineapple? I take it he's talking
Yes.
about. Yeah. All right.
countries are tough.
He was like on a whole big rant about Eckel and Rochi, and I just cut it down to the part where he says these two guys in Europe, figuring you'd know who he was referring to. Yeah, like because of all the swing. As I said, it's got to be around 6 o'clock in the morning right now during this part of the video. So he's screaming into the mic. And I don't even think I got most of the big screaming parts because it was mostly, as I said, yelling at Rochi, Eckel, and Cupcake. And I kind of was sort of trying to keep a lot of that stuff out and kind of focusing more on his ridiculous fucking anti-First Amendment stuff that he kept bringing up because people in foreign lands are, making fun of him.
Joey, just some more advice. Don't acknowledge anyone or anything in the Dabbleverse in these videos because everyone in the Dabbleverse knows who you are already. You want real people in the real world to find your shit and look into your, what you're running on and everything. They're not going to know what Eckel and Rochi are or fucking super chats, super tips, and all that nonsense. Just don't even acknowledge it.
And when you bring up your campaign donations, maybe not make it seem like a threat.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
Rewind it a little bit and watch when he hit the left arrow a few times. See, he's just like angry. Perfect.
All right,
great.
we'll stop right here.
Super chat or super chat. Send it to this. This way it goes in the fund and I could call the bank when I need to buy stuff I need. Okay, you got me. I'm a convicted liar. The reason they do it because they think they're untouchable in their country and that we can't do nothing to them. Think again. The more power and more political context I make, I'm going to be able to call the government. I'm just going to drop them what these two guys, this is what they go by, and let them be under investigation. Let them crawl up their ass with a microscope. And I'm going to imagine some countries are tough. And maybe I might get lucky and maybe they'll get in trouble. And I hope they do because they deserve it because they're menace to society. They are. We give a lot of.
They don't even live in our country, Joey.
Rochi and Eckel, if Joey becomes president, watch out. He's gonna send the bobbies after you.
The first interview we ever did with him, I remember I asked him because he had right before the interview, that week, he had threatened, I think, Eckel and other people, and I was like, Joey, if you're president, are you gonna abuse your powers on people? And he's like, no. I may have said some stuff, but no. Now he's right back at it.
And yes, Deadful, the I get it, I'm a convicted liar. That is timed correctly. That did happen in between the two things. I just sort of cut out the beginnings and then so it just says, I get it, I'm a convicted liar. Because they're like, dude, quit fucking saying that.
Yeah. I think I tried explaining this to Joey one other time, but yes, I agree that people want authenticity. They want real, but I think he thinks that means yes, I did drugs. Yes, I'm a felon. Yes, Joey, they don't need all that. Just be like, yes, I'm a father. Yes, I'm a husband. Yes, I know what it's like to struggle in the working class and blah, blah, blah. That's what they want. Even the addiction thing's fine, but you start laying on all your crimes and lies, and it's not good.
Well, as I said, maybe months ago when he first started and he addressed those issues at that time, sure. But it's every fucking video.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think, is he lying to me? And is he maybe don't say that, I can dip into the account to go buy things that I need.
Right.
Maybe say something to the effect of, I need to pay people for my campaign,
Campaign.
and this
Yeah.
is how I campaign. This is how I pay for my campaign.
Yes.
Not just I can access this to buy stuff.
Stuff. Oh boy. Right. Like if somebody out of the Dabbleverse finds this and just watches all this shit, they'll be like, what are they gonna know about Joey? That he's running for president, he's mad at two people in the UK, that he's a convicted liar, convicted that FEMA fraud, like that's
He's
former
arguing
drug
with the
addict.
puppet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they're gonna know. Cryptid's not wrong. Saying some of that stuff at the beginning, totally fine. And if you get asked questions on it by like real people, sure. But every video, that's what people are going to remember about you, Joey, more than anything else. And that's not what you want, brother.
As I said, Rev Fugly, he started this video, this was a couple weeks ago at like 5 in the morning. And so this would be around 6 a.m. or so. And as I said, keep an eye on the background, by the way.
All right. So yeah, he's probably pulled an all-nighter. Maybe he's popping too many of those Adderalls, dude. Could be.
He's popping
the
something.
Adderall, yeah. He admits to being on Adderall. I think he admits to being on like Adderall and Xanax or something, like fucking speedball and pill form, pretty much. He's like, but it's prescribed to me, so I'm not. I'm like, well, Joey, some of the drugs I took were prescribed to me too, but I fucking lied to get them.
I wasn't up at 5 in the morning yelling at a camera.
Yeah, Joey's up before me, and I go to work every morning.
I don't think he's up. I think he's still awake.
Yeah, hasn't gone
I think he hasn't gone to bed yet.
Freedom. The states are free to make their own laws, their own rules, their own regulations. That's the American way. But on the federal laws, we have to enforce them better, and we have to get them to be in agreement with us. It's all got to be one team getting together, not separate states. When I got time, I'm gonna slam them for the lies they do against me. Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the disrespect when I don't do nothing wrong to you people.
So states'
I'm
rights
tired
are
of the
out.
character they.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said, right? You want to take away state rights?
Yeah, go back a little bit because I kind of like.
Yeah, sorry, I put a chat up, so I caught the end of it. I was reading the chat.
On the federal laws, we have to enforce them better, and we have to get them to be in agreement with us. It's all got to be one team getting together, not separate states. When I got time, I'm gonna slam them for the lies they do against me. Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the disrespect when I don't do nothing wrong to you people. I'm tired of the character they think they're going to make me. That stops. I'm not nobody's locale. I'm not nobody's bitch. I'm not the Dabbleverse anything. I'm Joseph Samuel Kellan, and I'm running for president of the United States. What are you doing today? Like I told 4K.
He rehearsed that part in the fucking what are you doing today?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, actually, outside of the, I'm not a locale or Dabbleverse bitch. The other part of it, where he does say, I'm running for president. What are you doing today? Is actually can be a bit of an inspiring message. Maybe if it wasn't prefaced with, I'm not a locale or a Dabbleverse bitch.
And Joey, if you think people criticize you now, wait till you become president, brother. The president's the most criticized trash person in the fucking world. Doesn't matter if they're good, even if they're decent president, you're gonna have like half the people trashing you in the fucking country.
Generally, a little less than half.
Yeah. So it's like, so all right, Joey, you're gonna have, say you get a third of the people trashing. You're gonna have over 100 million people trashing it. You gonna be all right with that?
No, he's going to overturn the First Amendment and jail anybody who talks shit about Joey C.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. States' rights, fuck them. And don't get me wrong, I think certain things should be more national, but you still need states. Some states are different; they need their rights too. First Amendment's awesome. That's my favorite one, Joey. It's my favorite one. Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
Should be everybody's favorite one.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on social media.
Yeah. Fuck. Right. And he's trying to, And I'm not saying he's not tough, but he's trying to do the tough guy thing while also letting us all know that things that a puppet, a roach, and a pineapple say to him are getting to him. And they're going to fucking pay once I'm fucking president.
Yeah, civil rights are going away, motherfuckers, when Joey C becomes president.
Yeah, you don't even have to live in this country and Joey's coming for you. He's coming for the
Fuck
UK.
yeah.
I love what they're doing. I think it's wonderful. Him and 2K are my friends. But I won't debate you guys. I can't. Because people will not take me serious. He understands that. He goes, will you take a hat? I go, I'll take the hat. I go, I'll wear it. He goes, I don't wear it. You can't. He goes, I don't want you to wear it when you. I said, why not? Why not? I know you're not really running. I think it's hilarious what you're doing. Keep up the good work. I love it. Because he's a friend of mine. And this is the fourth time he came to Tampa and he called me and visited me.
Very serious candidate for
And
president.
2K, if you're out there, brother, I am not upset with you at all. I think it's hilarious. I've always said you were talented. And I want you to know I can never get mad at my friends. So don't think that I am. I'm not. I'm laughing with you, not at you. But it's all the foreigners that say
Let him know, Deadpool. Let him know. Can you let 4K know for us?
I'm unaccountable. I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
laughing
tell
with
4K.
you, not at you. But it's all the
Have 4K,
foreigners that say I'm
grab his
unaccountable.
ass for me next time he's around.
And but they could have their opinion. First Amendment. They don't even qualify for the First Amendment in the United States. The people.
First Amendment. You know what sucks? I fumble over. I can't even make fun of you, Joey, because I do that shit all the time. But First Amendment. Joey, they can still say what they want about you. It's not. It's. I don't. He doesn't understand when people are in this. Number one, they're not in this country, so it doesn't even matter. But when you're in the country, you're protected by that country's laws and rules and everything, man. That's why, if you go to a country where marijuana is illegal and you get locked up, you can't be, oh no, I'm American, it's legal in my state. It doesn't work that way. So if they're in America, they're protected. But anyway, it doesn't even matter. It's what is he doing? What is he doing?
I don't know. That's why I put it in there. I don't know what he's fucking. I don't know. That's why I'm like. That's why I thought it'd be great for the show, because I'm just like, Joe, you're supposed to be taking this seriously, but you're already taking away our civil rights and removing states' rights. So it's like, and then now you want to attack people in different countries, but that's okay. They don't even have their First Amendment.
Because they're mean to you. Like, look, man, there are people in the Dabbleverse that shit on me, man. If I was running for president, I wouldn't even fucking bring them up. I would never mind focus, say I'm going to make laws and change amendments around them so I can go after them. Just fucking let it go, bro. Look, even if you were president, Joey, trust me, if you really wanted, you could find probably little wink wink ways to fuck with your enemies.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to pre-announce it. You don't have to make it a campaign promise. Like, people don't want that. Fuck.
People in other countries. So why should I care what they think? I'm going to write the hardest. I'm going to make sure it passes. Trolling laws are going to go in effect really big, and AI laws are going to be very big. They're going to be taxed up the ass because they deserve it. And the trolls, enjoy your time, because when I become president, why should I care what they think?
This was the part that really made me. That's a great.
Okay.
Still, this is kind of the part that made me want to
write
go
the
through this.
hard.
Here for you. All right, here we go, Joey.
And but they could have their opinion. First Amendment. They don't even qualify for the First Amendment in the United States. The people in other countries. So why should I care what they think? I'm going to write the hardest. I'm going to make sure it passes. Trolling laws are going to go in effect really big, and AI laws are going to be very big. They're going to be taxed up the ass because they deserve it. And the trolls, enjoy your time, because when I become president, it's going to be bad for you, and you will be put in prison. So think I'm nuts, but when you send pictures saying you want someone to finish.
Joe, you're not taking it seriously. You're not.
No,
You're not. You're locking up trolls in prison.
You can't put people in prison for saying stupid shit about you.
Look, I actually feel better about myself because I got some slack. You and I got slack from people like Buckman, if you're still here, and other people for whatever. Taking Joey seriously.
Take Joey seriously. I mean, it was at the beginning. It was like I was giving him an opportunity to take it seriously. And it's just basically got to the point now where no, he's not taking this seriously. This is fucking insanity.
Right. He was, when we were taking him seriously, he was talking about prison reform. He was talking about disability acts. He was talking about veterans. I don't know what this is. Locking up trolls. Yeah, Deadpool.
Everybody's going to jail under Joey C.
So Deadpool, you're fine. It's 4K. 4K is gonna need his own cell. Yeah.
Yeah, 4K's going to jail. You're fine.
Oh my God, Joey.
This is a job. Here's the weapon we want to send her. You're soliciting murder. I don't care what you think you did.
Oh, this thing
so
again.
You keep it. Because when I become president, it's going to be bad for you, and you will be put in prison. So think I'm nuts. But when you send pictures saying you want someone to finish the job, here's the weapon we want to send her. You're soliciting murder. I don't care what you think you did. So you keep saying what you're saying on Twitter, and I'll keep.
Stabby C, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I know. I only know this story because of Joey. Yeah, which he doesn't seem to understand either. He's doing what Stuttering John does. Keeps repeating the shit like that people say about his kids or whatever. I'm not saying I agree with it. I don't. But I know most of the shit because of John. Well, this, who's that guy that goes, shit, I forget his name. He's fucked with John. He's fucked, I can't think of his name. But yeah, I guess he sent Joey a picture. Last time I talked with Joey on air, he talked about this. Sent a picture of a knife or something saying, can I send this to finish the job or something like that.
And here's the thing. I wouldn't have even known that had happened if it wasn't for me going through this video.
And I wouldn't have known it if Joey hadn't said it a bunch of times. That's the only reason I know. I never saw the Chris Fike guy.
Oh, Chris Fike. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I never saw the original. I would not even know about it, but Joey keeps bringing it up.
Document, keep sending it to the police. And when they catch up with you, you're going to get arrested. And I'm going to prosecute you to the fullest limit. And I'm going to laugh in your face when I walk.
The fullest limit?
Well, whatever he's talking about.
It's usually maximum you want, Joey, not limit.
Walk into court in my suit, in my Armani suit, I'm going to laugh at you. Yeah.
He wants to end corruption, but the president's going to be walking around in an Armani suit. Where's that money coming from?
It'd be money from all the trolls that he put in jail somehow. And yes, Move Crickets, I am aware. I've said it many times that if you want to know what I look like, just go look at Rick on Beef Tip Show. I look incredibly similar to him.
Is that the picture I sent you of that guy? No, that was somebody else. Yeah.
No, that was somebody else, but I don't the guy. But then remember, I said blah 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 blah. If you remember, I said that it's actually Rick from Beef Tips. It actually looks pretty much exactly
That's right.
like
Yeah. I had sent, there was somebody at Hackamania. It was a woman. She put a picture up of her and her husband. And actually, I have no idea what Crypto looks like, but the beard kind of looked a little like his beard. So I was like, dude, is this you? I think I said, I'm going to tell everybody this is fucking you.
Yeah, and I saw in his eyes and his upper, and the kind of this way up also looked a lot like me too. Like he had kind of same kind of eyes, but he had like a narrower beard. But Rick's got a big bushy beard like this, and also a similar amount of gray.
Yeah, I watched them like part of one episode once. That's the one where that dude like snapped at me. I watched Bacon Bits more than I watched the Beef Tip Show.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll check it out. He may have said first appended. He's said a few he's messed up a few times on these words. Again, I ain't the best speaker either, but Joey, once he starts talking fast, he's all over the map here.
Ain't smarter, you're dumb. I know the law, you don't. I was a criminal, maybe you weren't. I know it better than most people.
A new slogan, another slogan. I know the law. I was a criminal. Maybe you weren't. Vote for me, Joey C.
I know how the system works, and I know how the judicial system is fucking corrupt. And I know how they hurt a lot of people that made a mistake. But criminals deserve to go to prison. I agree with that 100%. You hurt the government, you should go to jail. We did. We worked how we did. We went to jail.
Christina.
You got me. I'm a convicted liar.
First lady
You got
just
me.
walked.
Joseph Sam McKellar's a convicted liar.
Oh,
and what's the next percent? A lot of people that made a mistake. But criminals deserve to go to prison. I agree with that 100%. You hurt the government, you should go to jail. We did. We worked how we did. We went to jail. You got me. I'm a convicted liar. You got me. Joseph Sam McKellar's a convicted liar. And what's the next move? What's the next move, Rochi? You're still going to put this 247, still say I'm a woman beater? You're going to tell more lies? They think by doing all this, they're going to hurt me be running for president. You're not done nothing. I don't have time to play child games. And my wife said, get rid of the hate. They're going to keep doing what you do. Lou said, get rid of the hate. You're never going to change them to like you. He's right. They're both right.
It's going to get
Focus on your
significantly
campaign.
worse.
Some people can ignore the trolls. Some people have to respond to everything. And unfortunately for Joey, he's a respond to everything type of guy. And it's
And I had to leave all the parts with Christina going back and forth. It's the morning, you know. It's like getting breakfast and shit behind them. Getting bowls and plates and stuff and trying to like keep her head down and get out of the shot.
I feel bad for the abuse Christina takes in this Dabbleverse, man. Like I don't like going after anyone, but she seems like a half decent lady. Like I don't, like she seems like she turned things around. Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't think Christina's as upset by it as Joey is.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah,
I think Christina's just like, yeah, whatever. Whereas Joey here it makes him fly off the handle.
Yeah,
which is why people say stuff about Christina.
Oh, 100%. Joey, the reason people say anything is because you're going to react. So stop giving them what they want. I mean, the people will be mad at me if you do because I brought it, but I don't think he can. It's just who he is. He just can't.
She goes.
Lou told 4K today because he thought I didn't have a place. He thought me and Christina he was worried. I said, well, I got a new house already. You do? Lou said he does. And I was there when they paid. They paid everything. And he doesn't owe the man any money. But I do say this. You looked really good in that tracksuit. You looked really good. My advice to you is you should buy more of them and wear them because you look pretty good. And you know when I said that tonight, nobody said, that's exactly what he said. He's going to go out and buy more. Did he like the way you look at him? Of course.
It's a cupcake in his ABC impression. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
I was mostly leaving it in there because of Christina walking around in the background.
Yeah, Cupcake won the costume contest there at Hackamania, I guess.
Yeah.
Joey C.
But yeah,
I
left it in there, so it was like I didn't just cut it in the middle.
No, I got you. Yeah. She's poor Christina's trying to make breakfast over here.
Yeah,
grabbing plates.
It's got to be close to 7 a.m. by about this point. And this madman's in the fucking dining room on the dining room table.
It is a stylish place, though, man. I'm impressed.
Oh, it looks nice. It's very nice.
That's the only reason, like, it almost looks like fancily decorated, too. That's the reason I even asked if it was real. I was like, yeah.
Pug, and they make you look good. You look good, except for the hairpiece. Get rid of it. And you do a pretty good Joey impression. But you looked really good in those tracksuits. They didn't make you look so fat. So my suggestion is I get one for every day of the week.
Absolutely.
They're classy and they're good and they're comfortable. You drive a truck all day, you might as well be comfortable. So I recommend you to get a whole wardrobe of them because you look good. I'm complimenting you. But you're never going to beat me. You've not won one thing with me the last 3 years. He tells me you can't come on my chat and then ban me. Because every time I hear something you say, I'm going to trash you and trash your people. You don't like it? Ban me. Ban me.
Okay. I'm not even sure who he's talking about right here, but
I think it's Cupcake.
Cupcake still? All right. The whole first half of this was, let's change the First Amendment because fucking two British guys are trashing me. I'm gonna throw all the trolls in jail, and now it's like I can say whatever the fuck I want in your chat. If you don't fucking like it, ban me. Isn't that a double standard?
In between all this was yelling about the Dabbleverse, and then enter little bits of, actual I'm going to do this policy and that policy.
Yeah, like it's like no First Amendment for thee, but First Amendment for me is what you're fucking saying here, Joey. You can't have it both ways, brah.
Well, yeah, you can. Any dictator can tell you that.
Jeez. Maybe he shouldn't have fired Clearwater. Maybe he was the right choice.
Yeah, they seem to be more politically aligned than I thought.
That was a joke, Joey, but still, yeah, you can't. You got to listen to yourself, Joey. You're saying you want to restrict the speech of others as president, but you can say whatever the fuck you want. That's power abuse, man. That's the corruption you're supposedly going after. You don't want that shit.
It's that simple. But you have no right to tell me I can't, my First Amendment right, and you can. Wrong. I will terrorize your chat room every time I get a chance to. I agree with most of your assessment with John, but he's still a human being, and he has taken a lot of shit. And harassing his 80-something-year-old mother is, you're fools. You guys are beneath being lower than me. If you got to harass an 87-year-old woman to almost die, you got problems. But that's all going to stop when I get in.
So I agree 100%. Nobody should be messing with John's mother or anyone's mother or whatever. But I don't think she almost died because of it, Joey.
Well, there was that point where somebody sent a delivery, and she walked down the stairs and fell down the stairs. Because John couldn't be arsed to go answer the door for her, so he let his 87. This I don't mean to go off on a tangent here, but the way he treats his mom is fucking. I can't stand it when he's at his mom's house, because when I visit my mom, she does nothing. I make sure she does nothing. Well, she does her morning routines and her routines and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like cooking dinner, cleaning up, doing my laundry, doing other laundry. Well, she really likes doing laundry, so I kind of go ahead and let her do that because she knows she wants to do something for me. But I'm doing the driving, I'm doing the cooking, I'm doing the cleaning. Hey mom, let's go out and let's go do some shopping or something, or let's go do this, or let's go do that, and it's like she does nothing. Never once have I ever asked, well, in my later adult life, never once have I asked my mom to make me a fucking cup of coffee and bring it to me.
Right.
And I would not even consider sitting in one of the rooms screaming at my computer.
So my mother had me young. She was like 20 and her mother was like 20 when she had her. So my mother's in her like late 60s, but my grandmother, and I still do shit for her. My grandmother's in her late 80s. My grandmother's like John's mother's age. And she still comes up, when I'm on the second floor and it's like, I'm helping her up the stairs, I'm all this stuff. We don't let her lift a fucking finger, and
that's the way it should be.
Yeah, 100%. No, what's funny is, John always, not always, but with me, he would bring up those two parody videos I made where I went pretend to go to his house there. I actually made 4 parody videos, and the third one was a parody of John. It was when he was visiting his mother and he was yelling to get coffee and coffee ice cream. I did a parody of that fucking thing. She never noticed. Thankfully. But yeah, dude, I agree. The way John treats his mother. I truly believe John loves his mother. Don't get me wrong, but he still wants to be like pampered like a little boy, and it's like, dude, she's too old for that shit, man. Get up. I mean,
well,
you see
John
that shit,
doesn't understand that.
100%. Did you see? I'm sure you saw that ring cam shit he did with.
With the delivery driver.
The delivery driver. Fucking Christ! He's
like DoorDash
3.
ended up getting back to him. I think they gave the driver $50 and basically, and said John was wrong and was actually harassing the driver. By the way, he made a complaint with the police, and a bunch of people are already putting in FOIA requests to get all the videos that he gave the police.
That's fine
because he's a fucking idiot.
I wonder how much he even like at one point in that. We'll get back to it. Sorry, but he's like when he claims he's like, yeah, I asked the police, if he doesn't leave, like, can I whatever? Like he never says what the cop said. I'm like, I don't think John asked. It's like, dude, I don't think you understand what stand your ground is, John. You can't kill the guy because he's trying to fucking bring you a fucking beer or whatever. It's like, call the cops. You can do that. If you won't leave, call the police. It's like,
just take the fucking beer and he'll go away.
Yes. Like he's going far. He thinks he's not giving Vince what he wants. He's giving Vince more than what he wants.
Exactly. He's really giving Vince. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Is way more than Vince wanted. Is way better than I ever expected.
Because he's got to try and be fun. Like you can ignore none of us ever hear the bell. So like just ignore it, John, and the person will leave, or go take it and sit down. And don't even just be like, I'll be right back. Don't even tell us why you got up. You know what I mean? And then sit down. Like he does that shit all the time.
That's what most people actually do. Because Shuli and Carl have said many times, even Rocco always say, they get deliveries during their streams all the time. But you would never know it.
Right. Yeah. God. He's got the same issues as Joey. You always got to react to everything. Don't react to this shit, guys.
We're going to change those laws. And if you get caught doing them, I don't care who gave you. I don't care if John gave you the phone number. You're going to go to jail. I'm going to make sure that there's a law written how people control. It has to be done.
Jail.
Because I write horrible and I don't make sense.
I
I accept that. I'm a
meme
bad.
in there. Hold on, I need to find that.
Yeah. I write horrible and I don't make sense. Did he just say that? Oh,
We'll play this out.
That's all going to stop when I get in. We're going to change those laws. And if you get caught doing them, I don't care who gave you. I don't care if John gave you the phone number. You're going to go to jail. I'm going to make sure that there's a law written how people control. It has to be done. Because I write horrible and I don't make sense. I accept that. I'm illiterate when it comes to that. Does that make me, because I'm illiterate, I can't be president? If I fight for what I believe in, for what the American...
Oh,
being able to comprehend what you read, especially huge legal documents such as EOs and stuff, probably, you probably need to be literate.
Joey, if you're illiterate, I'd keep that to myself.
Yeah. Also, once again, another thing, oversharing.
Yeah, I don't obviously, Joey, all joking aside, I don't think you're illiterate, but yeah, don't even put that in anyone's mind that you might be illiterate. You know, you can just say I got a high school education, whatever, fine. Don't go beyond that, man.
People even I get it done. Does that make me a bad person because I can't write? Or if I'm not wearing a suit the day I'm up there doing the fight?
Doesn't make you a bad person, but it means you can't be president, bro, if you can't write. How you gonna sign? Yeah, that's what it means.
Like a large part of being a politician altogether. There's a lot of reading and writing.
Yeah, big part of it.
Because if you're vain, if you do that, if you believe that, you're just vain and ignorant. There's a lot of bad people in the internet. The internet is an evil place. It's really the devil's work, all of it.
Internet.
But the Dabbleverse has got it topped by 300% of being the worst of the worst. I'm not prejudiced against.
I will say the Dabbleverse is baby's first trolling experience. It's the Dabbleverse is by far the most I would say lighthearted, sort of easygoing kind of I guess a dramaverse surrounding a person. As I said, I came here from the sector, and you could get swatted just for chatting in the wrong chat.
Dude.
In the sector. They'll find out. They'll look up your name, try to find information on you, dox you, and then swat you. And all you had to say is hi.
Yeah, like I don't. This is like I'm never going in another. When I leave this place, I leave, and that's it. Because like I thought this place was bad. Then I hear those stories from you, and then I saw that whole thing that I forget the dude's name. The dude that sued like $2 Dan and those 60 other people or whatever. It's like
Patrick Tomlinson. They fucked with him hard.
Yeah, the whole Patrick Tomlinson thing. It's like Jesus Christ.
As I said, the Dabbleverse is very mild, very friendly. Not anywhere near the worst part of the internet.
But again, Joey, you shouldn't even bring the Dabbleverse up. I sound like a repeating record, but come on, bro.
It's an evil place. It's really the devil's work, all of it. But the Dabbleverse has got it topped by 300% of being the worst of the worst. I'm not prejudiced against blacks, so that thing with Big Black was all an act. But I do believe that he wishes he was white. I'm sorry, I said that.
There goes the black vote, Joey. It's already gone. I'm not prejudiced against the blacks.
I just think Big Black specifically wants to be white.
He wants to be white. He changes the batteries in his fucking smoke detector. I know.
No, he doesn't. It's behind a wall. You can't get to it.
Yep. Oh my God, Joey.
My campaign is real as any other president candidate running. Just as real as President Bush when he ran. President. Right. I'm sorry, I said that. My campaign is real as any other president candidate running. Just as real as President Bush when he ran.
You missed a couple syllables there. Again, Joey, I'm the last person. I do the same shit too. I'm sorry, but it is funny because it's a presidential speech, candidate speech.
President Clinton, President Trump, President Obama. The same way they listed and ran, I'm the same real person trying to get the same seat that they had. I'm not polished. I'm not educated. I'm not rich. Send donations to the bottom of there. do what I can do, hope to get in office, make the country the best I can, retire.
I know
Yeah,
we seem like we're being hard on you, Joey, but we're being very, 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 very light on you if you want to be running for president.
Like, look, saying you're not polished and you're not rich, is like,
Should not be followed by "give me money."
yeah, I'm not educated. Give me money. I mean, the not polished and not rich part isn't bad, but if you throw in some other stuff, then maybe be like, I'm Joseph Catalano, I'm running for president, blah blah blah. But I'm not educated. Give me money. Just fucking, I don't know. That got to me. Not a good combo, Joey.
Live whatever life I got left. When I die, I'll have a big funeral. I'll be all over national TV. I'll be laid to rest at Arlington Cemetery. And I hope you guys remember me as a guy that was a great president. And Mount Rushmore, did you push for me to be up there? Am I a piece of shit? I was.
Dude, you haven't done anything yet, Joey. How can you? You're like Trump
not on a
asking
single
for
ballot.
the Nobel Peace Prize when nothing's. Oh my god.
He's not on a single ballot yet.
I gotta back that. He's already on Mount Rushmore. He's already buried in
On the
Arlington
$100 bill,
Cemetery.
yeah.
$100 bill.
Fuck Benjamin Franklin. What does he ever do?
I know. Thanks for the lights. Yeah. What the fuck, Joey? Come on.
When I die, I'll have a big funeral. I'll be all over national TV. I'll be laid to rest at Arlington Cemetery. And I hope you guys remember me as a guy that was a great president. And Mount Rushmore, did you push for me to be up there? Am I a piece of shit? I was. Did I do a lot of drugs? I did a lot of drugs. Did I enjoy it? I sure did.
Are you enjoying them right now?
I think he might be. As I said,
Right, bad
this is
checks.
probably close to 7 in the morning.
Oh boy.
Ton of them. I only got caught for 4 of them, but I wrote a lot more than that. Soon John's going to pass away. And then what? Shit, I was.
Yeah.
Did I do a lot of drugs? I did a lot of drugs. Did I enjoy it? I sure did. Did I write bad checks? A ton of them. I only got caught for 4 of them, but I wrote a lot more than that. Soon John's going to pass away. And then what happens to the Dabbleverse? What's going to be next? It ain't going to be me, because I'm going to be the president of the United States, and they won't dare to come after me, do anything like that.
Joe, you're the same age as John. He's dying, and you're running for. You're going to be a 2-term president, and he's dying soon.
Yeah, and he thinks as the president, people are going to come after him.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Does he not?
Joey,
Does he not?
look, it's very quite
Does he not
possible 3 different people have tried to kill Trump already, dude.
Exactly. And not only that, I mean, does he not see well, no, he doesn't. We know he doesn't pay attention to politics at all. Literally millions of people every day are fucking criticizing Trump.
Yeah. Like I said, the most criticized person in the country is going to be the president, dude. Joey.
But don't worry, we're not
That
going to
when
go after him. Well, I mean, once he becomes dictator in chief and he, removes our civil rights and
Yes.
liberties and gets rid of states' rights and, brings everything under the control of Joseph Catalano for 8 years, apparently, I guess. He's only going to do the 2 terms as dictator.
It's nice of him. Because without our First Amendment rights, we're not going to be able to fight it.
Yeah, not going to be able
More than that.
to talk shit about him.
Soon John's going to pass away. And then what happens to the Dabbleverse? What's going to be next? It ain't going to be me, because I'm going to be the president of the United States, and they won't dare to come after me, do anything like that when I become the president. I promise you that. We became to a mutual respect for 4K. I already had mutual respect for his handler. He's a great guy, his handler. But 4K, we know he's a gay puppet. He told me tonight, the puppet told me himself he's gay. Not the human being that runs him. The person, the puppet is gay. And he says, you probably want to kill 4K. I said, yeah, I might want. He goes, I don't know, if that's what you want to do, I'll be waiting. Okay, well, maybe I'll blow 4K up. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what I got to do. You've helped too with this. You've sent me stuff.
Very sane
Please
and
send
taking
it.
this
Please send.
seriously.
I'm almost speechless at this point. It's the second time he's gone through this. Like, I'm trying to. I just was like imagining if I'm somebody that has no idea what the Dabbleverse is, and I
Who
watch
he's talking
political.
about.
Yeah, and this just shows up on my stream, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Now, keep in mind, this was a 2-hour rambling that I cut down to 16 minutes.
Yeah,
the
right.
Better parts. And mostly, as I said, it rambled into and out of, the rent is too high and I'm going to do this and that as president, and then into Rochi, Cupcake, and Eckel, and then, I'm taking away everybody's rights, and those are the parts that I pulled out. And then back into Dabbleverse, and mostly in the Dabbleverse. I'd say it's 2/3 just bitching about people in the Dabbleverse.
Gotcha. Jesus, Joey.
Everybody send $5, $2, $3. Please send it to the fund. The money will be spent right. I will not spend it. I can't. Get on board.
The money will be spent right. I will not spend it. I can't. So it's not going to be spent, or is it going to be spent right, Joey? You mean you can't waste it? You can't abuse it?
Or how about don't talk about it? Because everybody's just going to assume you're going to spend it correctly, because you have to.
Yeah, thou protest too much, Joey. If you ever know that saying, and I'm not even saying you're going to do it, Joey, but you're putting it in people's heads that you might do it. Like, you don't want to do that. Don't even bring that part up. That's it.
Need you. Believe in something for once. See how well I handled myself tonight. I'm only going to get better. I spoke nothing but the truth, what this country is broken from. I found what's broken. Now I'm going to do something about it. I love you guys. Good night. Good night.
Good night, Joey. Good night.
So that was last week's Joey. See, he did another one, I believe, last night, where he was yelling and screaming, but mostly he wasn't talking into the mic, and he was mostly, I don't know, I think he has a computer, like, I guess I'd say, like, over there, and he was constantly like this, like off out of frame, yelling at his computer screen or whatever, with the mic way over there. And I typed in, I said, have you considered talking into the mic and staying in frame? And after a few minutes, I think he saw it, and then he's like, was back in the frame and back on the mic. And then a few minutes after that, he was back yelling at whatever was going on. Like, I don't know, man. It's like, he's not taking it seriously.
No, I actually, I just remembered, I think if everything works out, I might be on busting balls again this week with him and Lou. See how that goes. If Joey watches this. As long as the scheduling works out okay and life isn't lifing. We got another one here. Nice.
Yeah. So real quick before we get out of here, this
absolutely.
is if Joey C becomes president.
All right.
You're holding coffee. This is outrageous. Where are the armed men who come in to take the protesters away? Where are they? This kind of behavior is never tolerated in Boracua. You shout like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. We have a special jail for journalists. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
And that would be Joey C's presidency.
Holy shit, Joey. All right, guys. I think it could be we'll get under 2 hours on this one. Started late anyway, so it works out. As for anyone that missed the beginning, next week is probably going to be our last Dabbling in Politics on a regular basis. As I said, we may do some one-offs here and there if some big stuff comes up and we're both available and want to talk about it. But so I'll try and we'll set up some guests for next week maybe and have a little fun. And we already got a couple topics picked out, so we'll see what else happens during the week. But I'll address cryptid next week on the last one. But tell everyone where they can find you, my friend.
Liquid_cryptid on YouTube. I haven't been doing the highlights videos. I know a lot of people like those because they're just far too much work, especially when he's doing these, 4 or 5 hour long things. I just got to do them on the side while I'm doing other things. So like going through a 2 hour stream and then clipping it up usually takes me like all day. because I just do it a little bit at a time. So when it's like 4, 5, 6 hour streams, that could take me 2 or 3 days to get through, and I'm just not doing it. I'm putting together some AI tools. I'm still going through some stuff to kind of help me out and just try to get at least remove. I can make it so that it removes all the sort of repetitive parts where it's stuff that he said all the time, because I have a large transcript of my archive, so I can have it analyze the transcript and go through a video's transcript, and remove sort of the timestamps of the stuff that he says quite often. The issue with that is I also need to analyze it for context as well. Like if he's yelling and screaming and pounding, and it's something I actually want to put in,
Right.
like I can't have it just remove it because it's a repeat. So there's sort of that sort of stuff that I'm dealing with, and it's all locally hosted AI stuff. So doing these long videos, I actually have to break them up into break it up into small chunks and analyze each chunk at a time,
Yeah.
because videos take up a lot of memory. So I might get back to the highlights. I don't know. It's just too much work. And then you can go to Liquid Cryptid on Rumble and get the re-uploads of John's shows every day. I still need to put today's up. And Odyssey, where you can actually even download them. Liquid Cryptid on Odyssey. You can catch me at Liquid Cryptid on X. It's actually the best way to contact me. Hey, Jacob.
What's up, buddy?
And Liquid Cryptid on TikTok is actually taken off pretty good.
Oh, nice.
That is where Grillo actually found me and contacted me to be on his show. Was on TikTok. He followed me there. But
how'd you enjoy your Grillo experience?
It was fine. Grillo's very nice. You just have to, understand that. I don't know if he just can't hear or doesn't hear, or just he starts moving in a direction and you can't stop him. But I was able to, I saw him on with you, and I was like, oh yeah, you got to break in on him, or just say something pithy, just at least entertain the audience. He's not going to stop.
No, God, with me there was one point. I think Fudgical 19 commented on it. Like he's like, Grillo, like he was mad. Like he cut me off. There was one part where I was like, Fair Sales Jerry. Like I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, I know people lie about shit people do. I'm like, I'm not saying he was there to like dox people or whatever. But I'm like, but John 100% would have bugged him, would have pressured him to try and do it. And I was about to say, like, you did him a favor by getting rid of blah, blah, blah. And before I get to all the stuff I wanted to say, like, he's like, we got a super tip. Like he wasn't even listening to me. I was like, oh my God.
And he really tries to get on those super tips. He had to leave early. There was an emergency that he had to take care of. I'm not going to go into what it was.
Yeah.
He had to dip out early, but I was getting at the point where I pretty much said everything I was going to say. And what I really wanted to do for the second hour was get his super tips working, because he's got like a pro scene in Eevee Mux. That's where you can put the super tips. You got to use pro scenes.
Yeah.
And they don't do the dynamic stuff like this. And but he doesn't have any participants in the scene, and the audience can't hear the participants. Like he has it turned on so we can hear each other backstage.
Yes, yeah.
But the people can't hear us.
Right. I noticed that when I was on. Yeah.
You can't hear it, so he would switch over, and for one thing, it'd just be a black screen. He'd bring it up and start reading, and while we're back there, I'm like, Steve, they can't hear you. They can't hear us. Like, we're not on stage, they can't hear us. And that's why there's a couple of times where he switched over to just like a blank screen and then switch back, because I'm behind the scenes going, don't worry about it, Steve. We'll get it fixed. Just
right.
They can't hear us. They can't see it. Just don't worry about super tips right now. We're just chatting.
Yeah. I think Cupcake even tried helping him. I don't know. Well, they'll figure it out. But yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like once he gets the pro scene together and it just works, then yeah, he can go ahead and do that. Where it'll be just so basically, click on. I don't know if you ever used Eevee Mux.
No, I've been on it with other people, but I've never.
But yeah, it's got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
part where you have dynamic scenes where it works a lot like this, like StreamYard.
Yep.
But you got pro scenes, and that's where you got to use the super tips at, and those are where you set it up kind of like OBS.
Gotcha.
You know, we have layers and stuff, and those don't work dynamically,
Gotcha.
so you have to add everything.
Yeah, I had a decent time on with them. I was somebody, I don't know if I'm allowed to say who, so I won't, but somebody is in his ear, I guess, or has helped him book Dabbleverse people. So he'd asked me a few times to go on, and usually it's always like a last minute thing, and I couldn't. So this is the first time I got like a heads up, and then they changed the time on me, so I canceled this one. But yeah, I think the reason reason I was kind of told that we were together is because we both, she had her story of recording John in his house, and I had my story I had with John or whatever, and yeah, I think he asked me about it at the beginning, and then that was it. Then the rest of it, he seemed more fascinated with Mommy's recording story, and I didn't want to get all into my story, or whatever. I was just gonna try and use the point, like where I was like, Grillo, John claims he doesn't go after family first or draw first, but I'm like, that's not the case. I'm living proof and blah blah blah, but never got around to it because it was kind of all over the map. But it was still a good time.
Yeah, I
Still
just
good
went
time.
in, like as I said, he came to me first and wanted to be on. That was a couple weeks ago on a Friday, and I was like, "No, I'm drinking already. I'm not coming on." And he said, "Okay, fair enough." Like I don't, it's just like I don't go on when I'm drinking anymore. I've learned that lesson.
You know what's funny,
And
Bibley? Oh, sorry, go on, man.
go ahead.
No, I
And anyway, so I said, let's go on next week, and then I went on last week, was like a Tuesday or something.
yeah.
And really, I
it's
just
Tuesday.
said, I just want to talk about, trolling, lolcows, the internet, and then, John and the Dabbleverse and stuff. But mostly, I just kind of wanted to give him a little primer on how to deal with, the internet and
Right,
what all
yeah.
the stuff is and the trolling and try not be a lolcow and that sort of thing. And I said what I said. I don't know if he heard it,
Yeah,
but I said what I wanted to say.
I think me and Mommy both tried to tell him similar shit, like like they're saying I'm grifting. It's like, Grillo, they're gonna say you're grifting no matter what, because
And I
just
brought that up
yeah,
a number of times when he
ignore
kept
it.
bringing
Yeah.
stuff up. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah, it's
I
a
didn't see
number
it
of
live,
times.
but I watched it
Okay,
after. Yeah,
yeah. It's a number of times that he would bring something up. I said, just ignore it.
yeah.
Just ignore Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, just ignore that.
Yeah.
Just ignore. He'd start going off. He'd be like, "Oh well, this guy said don't just
Right.
just ignore
Yeah.
it.
Don't
If it's
worry.
not
who
true,
said what.
don't worry
Right.
about it." He's like,
Yeah.
went off with the Tim Sabian is paying him again. I said, "Who cares?"
Yeah. Yeah. That kept coming up.
I said, "Does it matter? I mean, they're not saying you're out murdering people. They're just saying Tim Sabian's paying you to be here. You just say no, he isn't, and then you move on."
Yeah. And that's it, buddy. That's it.
He says it show after show after show, and I was just like, "That was just Rocco and the potato fucking around, man.
They want you to
They
react.
just made this shit up, and
Yeah.
we're gonna ran with it."
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk shit about the pineapple.
Well, Viv obviously he knows I'm not going to, but I actually thought about, I don't know, I may do a rando live on some behind, not the drama, but some of the behind the scenes or whatever. Like I never really told what am I trying to say? Buckman tried getting some stuff out of me, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. But yeah, I could tell the part of what happened or whatever. It was, and it's fine with me because, like I said, I can't do this show that much anymore. So obviously, doing that show was going to be an issue too. But
I mean, you already were sort of dipping out on the whole 6-hour show concept.
Yeah. So yeah, it was it was interesting. It's but I'm glad they seem to him and Rochi seemed to make amends. They seemed fine over the weekend. I haven't seen today's show yet, but I listened to the one he did yesterday, and Rochi was in the chat, and everything seemed pretty good. So, yeah, that was a weird one. I was actually surprised at how much coverage. I knew we'd get coverage, but people were talking about it for like 2 weeks. I was like, holy shit!
I didn't even know people knew who Eckel and Rochi
Well,
were.
I literally joked. I'm like, God, if Krypton and I broke up,
lower.
right? Yeah, like. I was like, Krypton, and if we broke up, people, I don't even know if the Dabbleverse would know. So it was like, but this thing went on for like 2 weeks.
So speaking of which,
yeah.
is it just Eckel just kind of wants to go in a different direction?
Yeah. It's it's that, and maybe some of the shit that happened. Maybe I think he did say if he'd be lying if he said some of the shit that happened in Vegas didn't play a part in it. But I think it just sped things up, is what I think. I think he was heading that way anyway, and maybe that was just the
Pro tip: if
Yeah.
you're traveling anywhere with another man who isn't your partner or whatever, separate rooms.
yeah. I think he did say that was one of the mistakes after. I mean, he even that's right. I did catch some of today's before he went. I think he even one of Rochi's complaints was I think Echo listened to like a white noise ocean machine before he goes to bed, and Echo even said himself, he's like, I wasn't thinking. I just do that every night. So, and when I went to bed, Rochi, I'd be going to bed at like midnight, 11, and Rochi's wouldn't be coming to bed till like 4 or 5 in the morning. So I wasn't thinking, but yeah. So it was,
That's what I'm saying. Separate rooms, man. I mean, I've traveled across country with some people, and it didn't take long before the whole separate room rule
yeah,
came
yeah.
into effect. It was
But
just like, yeah, we're all getting separate rooms. Yes, it's going to be twice. Well, not twice. It's going to be about half again more expensive, but we'll all keep our sanity and not try to kill each other.
yeah, it's true, and especially like since they never met. Like it's one thing. Like I remember, like when I was in my late teens, early 20s, me and my buddies would make some trips, and we'd share rooms, but we were like we'd known each other. They just know each other from the internet, so it's not like you know each other, so it's a little more awkward and shit.
And also, it's a little different when you're in your 20s. You're trying to save
Right.
money. You're with
Yeah,
your buddies anyway, so you're all up at the same time, and you're all going to be going to bed at the same time. You're all participating in the same activities.
Yeah,
But when
sure.
you're older, like us, you have the things that you like to do when you go to bed. I like to listen to audiobooks to go to sleep. I'm not going to. I didn't want to, have to put in uncomfortable get some earbuds to put in, and I don't listen to it loud because I don't want to stay awake. But I mean,
Right.
it's like if somebody else is in the room, it's just going to bother the shit out of me.
Yeah, and I've admitted on here that I actually listen to ASMR shit when I go to bed. I started doing it when I was having my heart issues because I couldn't sleep at night. My heart was like going crazy, and I stuck with it. It's like it got stuck on me. But I will say this, like I wish I'm on Eccles' side when it comes to. I wish Rochi did make the whole thing like public, like even if you had a disagree, even if you had different traveling styles and this and that. And I get it. It's content, I guess, but Eccles been very good to Rochi and me, so I don't know. I didn't really like the way it was handled, but it is what it is. Rochi being Rochi, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with it other than they ended up not liking each other at the end.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I don't. I think they like each other. I just think they're not. They're better online than in person together. If that makes any sense. But yeah.
And
All right,
any
guys.
indication of what Rochi wants to do, or not Rochi, but Eckel?
Eckel. Well, I did. So he's just doing, for the most part. All right, he's doing a show on Saturday, and I did catch this Saturday. I was working for most of it, but I did watch it when I got home. And he seemed like a kind of like a clip show. He had his little spin on things, but it was he didn't want to just keep covering Joey C. He said he kind of combined both our shows, which is funny because like him and I watch clips from everybody, and him and Rochi just mostly watch Joey C. And now, and with him and Eckel and I, we never watched Joey C because he was always watching with Rochi. So now it's like Joey C, Buckman. He's covering a few people. It looked like he had some videos, like hitting if people would donate certain things, they'd play a certain clip. It was stuff like that. He's just added some tweaks, but it's mainly a clip show. And I think he's gonna do a walk and talk once a week for members only, something like that. So yeah, that's so
kind of
far
what I
it's pretty nuts.
figured.
Yeah.
I mean, Joey C can only kind of take you so far.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. So that's why, like I said, this was coming anyway. So not a shocker. Just like I said, the Vegas thing may have, instead of doing it a month from now, doing it now.
He needs to jump on the John train.
Yeah, he brought
That
that
thing's
up.
still moving full speed ahead.
Because Bacon Bits was in the thing, and he's like, Jesus Christ, dude. I was like, I should just stream John and get the hundreds of viewers or whatever you get.
Yeah, Bacon Bits is getting up over 200 now. He's almost 600 subs.
Yeah, crazy. I'm still trying to hit 400, which is not going to happen now that I'm slowing down. But anyway. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here, Cryptid. I am OG Mumbly Nick. Obviously, you can catch me here at YouTube on OG Mumbly Nick and on X. And yeah, as we said, next week will be call it a finale, but I said it's not. We probably do some pop-ups here and there. Just the finale on the regular scheduled programming. And yeah, anything else from there? I still plan on streaming off and on. Maybe I'll do some pop-ups, and if anything else, I'll probably do more on other people's stuff when I can, if I'm available. It's just, things with life, I can't schedule anything at the moment because I never know what's going to be going on. So anyway, thank you guys, and hope we'll see some of you next week. Peace out.
Right.
Stuff, mumbling, pineapple stuff, dabbling, controversial stuff. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. NICK mumbling is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air. Cause if you don't vote, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of that damn politics mix. And when I fudge, you laugh punk. Shut the fudge up and back the fudge up while we fudge this track up. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Retort in, now retort out. Hands up now, hands down. Back up, tell me what's in front of ducks now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you're gonna vote now. Dabbling, 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 dabbling. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. Come on. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. 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 You wanna mess with dabbling in politics? You can't mess with dabbling in politics. Listen, we debate it all every week Saturday night, and this YouTube thing right here. Yo, we're doing it all the time. So you better get some better views and get paid for bar to dime. So we got the gang set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school dabblers blasting out the political shit. The back and forth shit, put bounce in the dabble pit. On your flags up, on your flags up,